All right. Welcome, everybody. Now we're here. And we're here to watch Swiatek for the first time on grass. For defending finalist from last year, made the final, lost to Pegula last year. And now she has Navarro in the first round. Tough first round. Tricky first round. I'll tell you what, this stadium with the black seats, God, it's got to be... You don't want to... No, it's no wonder there's no one there. Why would you want to sit on those chairs? It's crazy. You will burn. you will stick to the chair. Crazy. We watched Andreeva earlier. She lost, which is weird, but you know, it happens. It happens. And we've also got Eala coming up with Venus in about 30 minutes. So we'll watch that as well. Fritz pulled out of Eastbourne, so that means we don't have to watch Eastbourne. Sorry if your favorite player's playing, but yeah. I don't think Swiatek will win Wimbledon, but probably this match. Okay. Mirra's first match on grass. Yeah. It was. And only match on grass before Wimbledon, because now she's going to Wimbledon without any wins on grass. So that's going to be concerning, but hey. Here we go. So yeah, Townsend beat Zhang while we're gone. And what else happened? Ruse beat Kalinskaya, so she's having a really good week. And yeah. And here we are. Thank you for always giving good answers to my questions. I'll try. It wasn't Heat. Broken Hawkeye. Wait, what happened to Broken Hawkeye? Oh, Wimbledon suspended due to heat. I have no idea. Hawkeye melted, okay. Well, better the system than people, so. Would have been a real shame if people having to stand in the heat. The less people standing in the heat, the better. All right. All right. We're just waiting for the players to come out on court. And then we will be good to go. All right. Eala's doubles is coming up in like 30 minutes. Hopefully. But don't worry, we'll watch it as well. I'm kind of glad Fritz pulled out because I wanted to watch him today and we wouldn't have been able to. So I'm actually happy he did withdraw. Not happy for my team, but you know, hey, it's the guy from Jurassic Park. That's crazy. Ruse is waiting the winner of this match. So Ruse, who took out Noskova and Kalinskaya, is waiting for the winner. Down the bottom half, you've got Svitolina and Osaka in the quarterfinals. Not playing each other yet, but they are down the bottom half. Loud and clear now. Okay. Oh, I mean, Navarro walks out first. Ah! Were you surprised that Iga Swiatek won Wimbledon last year? I was a little surprised, yeah. I was a little bit surprised. All right, here she comes. Swiatek wearing like purple. Cool. Got like a purple outfit on. Yeah, so for everybody asking when the doubles is, I made there's a video, like there's a scheduled stream. Whenever the scheduled, like I don't schedule them randomly, it's at that time. So in like 30 minutes. So whatever that stream says, it's at that time. So 27 minutes from now. Don't worry, we're going to watch it. But I already answered that question. Like twice already. All right. Navarro's been on a bit of a run lately. She's played well on clay. She played well last week on grass. And now she's taking on Swiatek. So let's see what happens. All right. These two have played before. Last year in Beijing, where Navarro won 6-love in the third, which was a bit of a shock. And they also played the Australian Open last year, where Swiatek got the easy win. So it's been a minute since they've played, but yeah, Navarro knows how to beat Swiatek and knows how to bagel her too, which is pretty impressive. Which is very impressive. All right, here we go. Players are about to warm up. Here we go. Let's see if we get another upset on grass. We've had so many of them. We've had so many upsets on the grass already. Like I said, the winner plays Rosé, who beat Noskova yesterday. So she's been very impressive to start her, or to continue her grass season. And she came through qualies. All right. When's the draw happening? Friday. The European Parliament approved a major overhaul of its migration. Australia government should come forward now. Trump's impact is massive. Do I look like I care? Does this look like the face of somebody who gives a shit about that? Ruining everything. Like, that kind of talk ruins everything. Best thing about the World Cup is everyone's just hugging and having fun. And we're not talking about that shit. Boring. Boring. Go away. Nobody cares. We're here to watch tennis. We don't want to talk about that kind of stuff. You can talk somewhere else about that. There's plenty of places on the internet you can talk about that stuff. Bye-bye. Boring. Yeah, I don't think Deb's here yet, so I'm going to be nice and ask them to leave quietly before Deb comes here and watch out for when Deb gets here. You better watch out. How about England yesterday? Oh, man, I watched that and I was like, what the hell are you doing? Why? How'd they lose? Or how'd they not win? Ghana was solid, though. Good for Ghana. By the way, why would that guy come in here and think that any of us give a shit? It's not even tennis related. That wasn't even like a political question wrapped up in a tennis conversation. It was just a blatant BS. Nobody cares. Like, what are you doing? We talk about tennis here, mate, and movies and thrifting and fun stuff. Bro, I want to bring the mood down. Oh, God. By the way, Gil made a great video about Vondrousova's case. Very extended video as well, which is something that I don't do. I just kind of go the bullet points because I go live all the time. So I feel like if you come to the live streams, you'll hear my point of view. But as always, go listen to Gil's video about the Vondrousova case. Look, he explains it in a very logical manner. And I agree with a lot of his points. So if you want to hear if you want to hear a well-explained thing about Vondrousova, go listen to Gil, because Gil's nailed it with all his points. All right. Here we go. Let's see if we get another upset. Had so many of them. Very insightful. Yeah. All right, here we go. Navarro to serve. I'm going to go Swiatek in 3. I reckon it's going to be real tough. France's first African team who will win the World Cup. Is that a joke, or? I feel like that was a joke. All right, first serve the fault, second serve, Navarro serving. It's a bad joke. Second serve. Into the backhand of Swiatek. Navarro can't get to it. Swiatek love 15. Gil Gross is the channel. There we go. He broke down all the situation and things that I hadn't even known. I didn't know about well, go watch the video. Anyways, return goes in the backhand of Navarro, backhand of Swiatek, again the backhand of Navarro. Swiatek with a 4 on the stretch in the net. It's 15-all. I kind of feel like Navarro will win. She's been decent on grass. Yeah, for sure. She's been decent the last couple of months. 15-all. There's a default second serve. As a return goes for Swiatek. 4 now from Navarro. Swiatek goes up the line to the back of Navarro, to the back of Swiatek. And Swiatek overhits at 30-15. Feel terrible for Vondrousova. Yeah, awful. Yeah. Look, I think she'll get a reduced. It's still up in the air. We'll wait and see. She'll get a reduced. I'm sure she'll get a reduced from 4 years down, but she'll still have to do something. She'll still have to take time away. All right, 40-15. 40-15. As Navarro says, the fault, second serve. As the return goes out by Swiatek, and it's 1-love Navarro. By the way, JSB, do you ever like come up with any other points than like Swiatek's bad, Swiatek bad, Swiatek bad? Like that's all you seem to do when we watch Swiatek. I think that's the only thing you have. Like, you're a broken record. Swiatek bad. She's been exposed. She's bad. She's not good. 7 Grand Slams. That's enough. Like 6 Grand Slams. That's enough. She'll never win another one. She is bad. Like that's literally like you on a loop. You need to come up with some more interesting conversation, mate, because you're kind of making me tired. It's already midnight. I'm tired enough. Swiatek bad. Swiatek not good. Swiatek not good. She loses all the time. She's not very good. Her game sucks. Like, bro, come up with some better talking points. Or just don't watch Swiatek because it's really, really a waste of your time. 1-love Navarro. It is a broken record. Yeah. And if you've been here for every Swiatek match, you'll see like you like copies and paste the same talking points. Like every day. Every time we watch Swiatek, it's just like you have a list of like copy paste. Haven't said that yet. Haven't said you have said it. You said it a million times. It's boring as hell. Gil went into more details about the circumstances. I think Vondi's suspension, but deserves the suspension, but not 4 years. Maybe 12 to 18 months. Yeah, exactly. And look, that's what we've been saying that since the start. Like she can't. Like it would be the ITIA can't. I mean, they have to give her a penalty for breaking the rules. You can't get 0 months for like no time served or whatever. She has to, like, she broke a rule, right? She broke the rules, so she has to serve a suspension for that. But 4 years is like, I mean, we talked about this already, right? It's 4 years and they work their way back. It's 4 years, it gets appealed, and then it becomes whatever. But yeah, go watch Gil's video if you want a more in-depth breakdown of the situation. Love 15. This suspension drama will really overshadow Wimbledon. I don't think it will. As that goes out by Navarro, 15-all. I'd say it gets reduced to 2 max. Yeah, I think it will get reduced to probably, like, they'll cut it in half. I think 2 years. 18 months or 2 years is my guesstimation. It'll be a tough enough ban so it deters people from thinking that they can just skip out, right? But it won't be career ending from Vondrousova. I think 18 to 24 months is it's a win-win, right? It cuts her time in half so she doesn't have to be off for 4 years when she comes back when she's 30. Or over 30. But then it also, like, it'll still deter people from, like, 18 months or even 2 years away from the tour is a lot of time. It's not worth saying, yeah, I'm going to take the 2-year ban and not pee in a bottle. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, it's if it was a year, then, and Gil said, again, go watch his video. But he made a good point of, like, yeah, you don't want players, thinking that, oh, yeah, I'll take the ban because it's only at 6 months. I can take 6 months, but I'm not going to pee. Like, you don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want players to think that they can, that there's an option to take a ban, right? I mean, so I think 18 months or 2 years is still a deterrent, but it also is, it's a lighter sentence for Vondi, who, yeah. But hey, I'm not a fucking lawyer. What would I know? we'll just wait and see. It's all wait and see right from now. Anyways, 15:40. Sinner cooked Norrie. Is it over already? They just started. As the return goes into the forehand of Swiatek. And Navarro hit it out. 30-40. Oh, it's one love. What do you mean cooked? Bro, you need to learn words. One love. Fucking cooked. What do you mean? What, did he hit him with a ball? Is that what you're saying? I just made that up. Uh, 30-40. As the return goes into the backhand of Swiatek. Up the line's a winner. We get the deuce. Yeah, I saw the video that they brought out as well, which I think is really good. I think that really is helpful for us, right? For us, the fans, right? It's really helpful for us to kind of like go, where are they coming from? Rather than just trying to read a bunch of mumbo jumbo, they actually like explain it from their point of view. And that's good for us, you know, because we're sort of in the middle where we're here. We're like, you know, we're the court of public opinion, right? And, you know, obviously people are going to comment about Vondi, but people are also going to comment about the RTIA, right? They're both, you know, up for debate for the fans, right? We're all, you know, making our opinions known, right? Doesn't change anything, but it, you know, perception, it does change perception of things, right? You know. All right, advantage Navarro. So the ITIA coming up with that actually gives them some brownie points for us, because we're kind of like, oh, well, at least they explain themselves. Whereas before, they've been a little bit more like, you know, secret, and people have been critical of that, right? That goes out by Swiatek. We got a break. 2-love. So I like the fact that they're going to hopefully do that for at least for the, you know, high-profile cases, right? And the ones that, like, you know, they don't have to do it for every single thing, but, you know. All right, break to start. Swiatek in trouble already. Love two down. All right, return goes out by Swiatek. 15-love. You've forgotten Navarro was top 10 once. Yeah, like last year, like 12 months ago. All right, 15-love. As that goes out by Swiatek, 30-love. She should have been suspended because of those terrible tattoos she has on her body. Yeah, okay, so that's in like what? Come on, big trades. I know you're trying to be funny, but I mean, there's some situations where, like, you know, I feel like gotta take this a little bit more serious than being like, oh, her tattoos. Oh, come on. Well, so it's not that. Like, it's too, like, come on. All right, 40-love. Navarro. 40-love. Deuce edits. I totally agree. As we're back in return. And the return goes out. And it's 3-love Navarro. 3-love Navarro. She refused testing. She even signed the form that she knows that she is refusing and what the consequences are. And then she took her dog for a walk. Look, yeah, you can judge her on that. But we're going to find out more about this stuff. As Gil said in his video, we are going to find out more about this when because they, you know, once it's all said and done, they tell the play-by-play of what happened, right? So yeah, we're hearing all this stuff and we're going, okay, this is what happened on that night. But, you know, again, look, I don't know what her state of mind was that night. I'd say when I'm feeling stressed out, going for a walk helps, right? When I'm feeling under mental duress, or I'm feeling like absolute shit, taking Mia for a walk helps, clear my head and, So again, you might be like, oh, and then she walked her dog down the street with a big smile on her face, skipping around. Like, that's in your head, that might be what you think is happening. But for me, I'm like, well, yeah, I can understand somebody walking, like going for a walk after something stressful to, clear their head and feel, to try and relax. Again, we don't know. We're just guessing, right? We're all guessing what her state of mind was. Only she knows, and the people that were there know how the situation played out, right? But we'll find out more about this later. This is like, at the moment, she's got 4 years, and we'll go from there, right? All right, 3-love, by the way. Absolute clinic from Navarro at this point. Great start. Let's see if Swiatek goes now. By the way, the other doubles match is going to be a little bit later because they're still playing the match beforehand. So we've just got a bit of a delay, but that's all right. We'll get to that when we get to that. By the way, somebody said this before, and I think we all should be a little bit more empathetic to Emma Navarro, because she was on and off tour at the end of last year and the start of this year. We don't know what illness she had. Somebody said it was thyroid related. Yeah. So I feel like we need to be a little bit more, a little bit nicer than being like, wow, this is happening. Why does she look like this? Because she went through some illness. She went through some sickness. Something happened. We weren't around. She doesn't want to talk about it. Okay. But like, we need to like be a little bit nicer, because there's plenty of people on the internet on other outside of this chat that are going to say all kinds of crazy shit and really, really mean and rude things. Let's not be those people. All right. 30-love. Oh, Svitolina's pulled out of Bad Homburg. That's not good. But I guess that's probably a little bit more of a precautionary thing, like get ready for Wimbledon, right? All right, 40-love. Oh, sorry, 30-15. My bad. She wants to get that out. 30-15. She has an autoimmune disease. Many of them are treated with corticosteroids. There you go. There you go. All right, 30-15. Swiatek serves. Swiatek with a serve. As we get a fault, second serve. As we serve to the forehand of Navarro. Great. Oh, no, the return just missed. 30-all. (40-15). Swiatek to get on the board. Serving the backhand of Navarro. Forehand from Swiatek is wide. 40-30. 40-30. As we to serve again. Swiatek to get on the board. Serve again. As a return from Navarro as a winner. Or was that a double fault by Swiatek? No, it was a double fault. All right, deuce. Trouble for Swiatek on serve again. There's been a 4-4 rally. And that's a 4 winner by Swiatek, advantage to Swiatek. All right. Advantage Swiatek. She gets the game. She's on the board. 3-1. 3-1. You may not be aware, but I have made an edit. Okay. 3-1. By the way, I've got Humbert on my team. He's my captain now that he's been promoted to captain now that Fritz is out. God, I tell you, this week fantasy league, ATP fantasy league this week has been rough. It's been rough. Like all the players that you would pick have pulled out, and then like all the players that you want to pick for next week. I mean, you're gonna have. I don't even know how to do it. I've already got a strategy in my head, but holy shit, it's hard. Like ATP fantasy this week is hard. That goes out by Navarro, love 15. So many players pulling out. Love 15. All right, serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. There's a return by Swiatek. Too good. Love 30. All right, love 30. Love 30. Serve again. Anyone else miss Carlos Alcaraz? Yes. I love 40. Swiatek to get back on serve. As the backhand goes out by Swiatek in 15-40. Can you see if many people have stopped playing fantasy tennis? Don't hear you guys talk about it as much. Are you kidding me? Where have you been? We've been talking about it every day. What do you mean we haven't been talking about it much? We've been talking about it a shit ton. You just haven't been here enough. 15-40. All right. Break back point. As Navarro in the net. Swiatek break back. Oh, wait, no, it was a double fault. My bad, double fault. She hit it long. You seem more energetic today. You most have got some rest. I got no fucking rest. I'll tell you, I'm so tired that you could throw a brick at me and I would not flinch because I can't feel anything. I'm numb. God, I can't wait for the weekend. Mallorca's schedule for Thursday's out, but nobody interesting playing. Okay. Don't you find it strange that the heat rule is not triggered in British temperatures than 30 to 36 degrees? I don't know what the rules are, so it sucks. You have a day off soon? After Wimbledon, I'm going somewhere. I don't know where I'm going to go. I'm going to go somewhere. You are not a robot. True. I am not a robot. All right. All right. Here we go. Let's see if Swiatek can level this thing. The stream is frozen? No, it's not. We're going to Colorado on vacation. Nice. All right. 3, 2. Three, 2. Swiatek serving to level. To the backhand rally, slice. Into the backhand slice, Swiatek in the net. And it's love 15. As that goes in by Navarro on the return, love 30. Love 30. Mia would be a great traveling buddy. Yeah, but she can't go on a plane. Unfortunately, Mia's not allowed to go overseas, which is where I want to go. Swiatek, Navarro going to play. Wait, what? Iga and Naomi going to play in Wimbledon. How they have enough energy after this tournament? Well, Swiatek made the final here last year and then won Wimbledon, so I don't think energy is a problem. Love 30. So that's what happens. They do that. That's how they do that. They wouldn't be playing if they thought it was going to be a risk to Wimbledon. Like, nobody would play this event if they thought they couldn't win Wimbledon after it. You know what I mean? All right, love 40. Swiatek to get the break. Navarro to get the break again. As the return goes wide, 15-40. As the return goes forward to Swiatek in the net. There's the break again. Navarro, 4-2. Jeez, this is not good for Swiatek. This is a tough start. All right. (4-2) Navarro. Swiatek in trouble. Uh, 4-2. As the return goes to forehand Navarro. Forehand now from Swiatek. Again, the forehand Navarro. Swiatek wins the point. Navarro hit it long. Left 15. Hey, Robin, thank you for the $2. Watching but Cam is the best. Love from Arizona. Hey, what's up? Thank you for the $2. Appreciate it. My team this week is down to 2 remaining players for Keener and Quinn. Oh, man. This week has been brutal. As our forehand goes wide by Swiatek, and it's 15-0. And it's been a brutal week for ATB Fantasy. But luckily, it's like not worth that many points. So you're not missing out on that much. If you're missing out on an opportunity to gain some points, but you're also not missing out on that many unless you have. If you have the winner in your team, you're fine. AKA Ugo and Bear. Only 200 likes, embarrassing. Chat, what are you making me look like a fucking mug? Huh? What are you making me look like a jerk for? Are you kidding me? Only 200 likes? You're embarrassing me. This guy in the chat has pointed it out, and now I'm embarrassed. We're better than that. Only 200 likes? Holy I can't believe it. I'm not getting out of bed unless we get 500 likes. I'm just kidding. Like the video if you want to. Clearly, this guy cares about my numbers more than I do. All right, breakback points, 1540. As with a serve, it's a fault. Second serve. There's no Eala. We're going to watch her soon. 1540. As the backhand return goes in the forehand of Navarro on the net, man. A lot of breaks. 4-3 back and serve. All right. Swiatek back on serve. Swiatek's first grass on, and that's it. You're not bringing it like yesterday. Oh, my God. I'm sorry that I'm tired. Oh, Old May retired. What the fuck? That's your fault, John. I'm blaming you. You're doing an amazing job. I really appreciate your hard work and dedication. Hey, thank you, Catherine. I appreciate you for those nice words. Thank you for being here. Unlike John, who's a jerk. Navarro has so much more power, and that even she's having trouble to control the first serve. Yeah. I mean, and it's stinking hot out there. It is stinking hot out there. 4-3. All right. Swiatek serves. To the body of Navarro. Return goes wide. 15 love. Oh, Deb's here now, chat. You're in trouble. Now you're in trouble, chat. Now you're in trouble. 15 love. Yeah, Rafa, we're all just kidding, mate. All right, first serve, default, second serve. Serve to the backhand of Navarro. Backhand from Swiatek in the front of Navarro. Navarro in the net, 30 love. Where's Eala? She's in Bad Homburg, waiting for a doubles match to begin because there's a match before it. We can't just start until she starts, and we're watching Swiatek, so everybody just relax. 30 love. As a default, second serve. Swiatek double faults. 30-15. Do you think Eala should rest her shoulder? Well, she lost to Merton, so that's probably a good thing. She was always going to play with Venus, right? I mean, that was always going to happen. She was always going to play doubles with Venus. Like, it's such an opportunity. There's no way she was going to not play with Venus, right? Playing the singles was the questionable thing, but she lost, so I guess, she gets the rest anyway. Yeah, but playing with Venus is like no-brainer. Double fault Swiatek. I don't know what Swiatek's serve is really struggling right now. 30-all. Six double faults Swiatek already. Swiatek serves. Into the back end of Navarro. Navarro on the net. 40-30. Yeah, six double faults already. And yet, somehow, she's about to level this this match. She serves another fault, second serve. These boots were made for walking, and one of these days, these boots are going to walk all over you. Look, I don't want to kink shame, but just relax, all right? Get a drink of water. You'll be fine, all right? Just have some water. Relax. Take a deep breath. All right. 4-all. Swiatek holds. 4 games all. Hey, it's the guy from Jurassic Park. Welcome to Jurassic Park. He's right there. He's wearing a Polish hat. Holy shit. He got off the island. That's crazy. How many times a day do you reckon he gets that? Probably every day. Grandpa, you look like this guy from the movie. All right, Swiatek slipped and couldn't recover. She's all right, though. 15 love. 15 love. Nice shot from Navarro. As the return goes in the net from Swiatek. 30 love. Swiatek misses the return. 40 love. Sinner 6-4 on grass against Norrie is very bad. Sinner standard. Bro, that's the second L you've taken today. That's fine, though. First, it was a political thing that was really annoying, and now you're saying that Sinner, in his first set against Norrie, who's very good on grass, is a 6-4 is bad. Bro, it's like a million degrees in an exhibition. It's not that deep. 5-4. Also, you've been timed out like a lot, so we're going to figure that out. All right, 5-4. Oh, God, chat. What time is Venus and Alex? Hopefully in the next 20 minutes. People got to realize Swiatek's first match on grass and against a quality player. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I know, Deb. It's ridiculous. Go read what he said earlier. Bro thinks Sinner can just dish out 2-1s casually. That's not tennis, bruv. Yeah, but also it's an exhibition. So, like, why would Sinner... Like, it would be stupid for Sinner to come out in his first grass court match, and maybe only grass court match before a Grand Slam, and just beat someone down. Like, it's probably close. One, because it's his first match on grass against Norrie, who's very deceptively sneaky. But it's also like, why would he want to be out of there in 45 minutes? Like, that seems crazy. Of course he's not going to play at 1,000,000% to kind of trying to crush Norrie. He's going to want to play as much tennis as he can out there because it might be his only chance to get a real match, right? A real warm-up before Wimbledon. So, like, he's going to probably try a couple of things that don't work. He's going to, as long as he wins, that's all that it matters for him, right? The scoreline shouldn't matter. It's an exhibition. All right. Swiatek's going to serve to stay in it. Oh, it wasn't even 6-4. It was 6-3. Oh, dude didn't even get the score right. The hell? 15 love. Yeah, I don't know, Deb. Just snuck under the radar, I think. Backhand rally. Swiatek hits a winner. 30 love. Who's your favorite for Wimbledon on the women's side? I don't know. I have no idea. It'll come down to the draw. Whatever the draw does, like, whoever's got a better draw, I'll pick them. Because I don't think anyone is a favorite at the moment. I think it's probably 4 favorites. 4 players are equal favorite, and none of them, all of them could lose, right? Who knows? Yeah, I just ask me when the draw comes out, and then I'll make a decision. It's going to be whoever has the easier draw, right? 40 love. So we'll see. It's too hard. I mean, I think the draw is going to be so important for the women's Wimbledon. And whoever gets the best draw is going to probably, one, have the best chance of winning, but also has to, like, all the pressure on having the easier draw. Because there are so many killers in the draw. All right, 5-all. Swiatek holds. But yeah, ask me that on Saturday, and I'll give you an answer. Because I could give you an answer now, and it's probably going to change. On the men's side, Sinner. Sinner's going to win. Is it a backhand rally? Navarro in the net, love 15. Love 15. As Navarro serves again. Into the forehand Swiatek, return goes out. 15-all. Djokovic playing? Yeah, he's playing Wimbledon, yeah. He'll play Wimbledon. All right, Navarro hits a lovely winner. 30-15. Svitolina withdrew. And I'm going to say, my guess would be precaution. Not so much injury, but maybe she has a little bit of soreness and she's like, I'm not going to risk it. And that's fair enough. As Navarro gets 40-15. Totally fair that she wouldn't want to risk playing with, it's a Grand Slam. That's the goal, right? The goal is to win the Slam, not to win Bad Homburg. So I'm going to say most likely it's precautionary. She did have a pretty tough match against Samsonova yesterday. So, all right, Navarro serves an ace. No, it's a double fault. Big difference. All right, 40-30. Right hip, she said. There you go. Yeah. But again, I would say that like even like anybody who pulls out this week with any sort of like soreness, you know, I don't think she's like, I feel like it's probably more like her hip is sore than it is like injured, right? She's not like, she did. Yeah, I think didn't both players yesterday have a medical timeout, so no surprise. Swiatek gets a return wide and 6-5. Navarro. Swiatek's going to serve to stay in the set again. Yeah. But again, if you have any sort of like, I mean, look, Svitolina's a veteran, professional. She's been around. She knows how this works. This is where somewhere like Eala needs to learn, right? From someone like Svitolina to go, if you, a week before a slam, if you've got any sort of lingering issue, it's now the time is to get ready for Wimbledon. It's not time to play more. That's something that the veterans know, right? Svitolina knows that. She goes, why would I play this tournament? Wimbledon's the goal, and she's got a good chance of winning Wimbledon, right? Does Svitolina. So, yeah, it's totally smart. It's exactly what she should do. She should play the tournament, or not play this tournament. There's no point playing here. She's played enough tennis to think that, to feel like, oh, okay, I'm okay, doing okay on the grass, got some warm up. That's, fine. Yeah, Raducanu pulled out as well. Yeah. Are we going to watch Eala? Yep, she hasn't started yet, but we will, yes. We will watch Eala. In fact, I will kick it off now, so then we can watch it when it starts. Wimbledon draws Friday, yes. Is doubles third set first to 10 points? Yes. No full set in the doubles. It's a 10-point tiebreak to end the doubles if it's one set all. Eala and Venus is going to start very soon. How much is the top prize at Wimbledon? Millions of dollars. We've got a fault, second serve. All right. Swiatek trying to get to this tiebreak. Smart Svitolina has played a lot of grass tennis on grass to tune up and needs to conserve energy. Exactly. She knows. Also, yeah, it's very hot out there. So, like, she's probably thinking, well, it's not really worth playing in this weather either because that's only going to make things worse. So, yeah. Super smart. Like, Svitolina's like, I'm good. I'm good. I know, I'm ready for Wimbledon, right? She's ready. All right. 15-0. Umberto's won, by the way. Let's go. All right, lovely return from Navarro. There's a default second serve. There's a forehand wide by Swiatek. 15-30. Chance for Navarro to take the set. She's been the better player in this set, Navarro. Definitely been the better player. And has had the better of this set too, right? She was in the lead with a 3-love and a 4-2, so she has been the better player for sure. As Navarro with the backhand, into the back of Swiatek. Navarro, another backhand to the back of Swiatek. Navarro backhand again. Into the Swiatek forehand. Swiatek hits it long. We've got set points, Navarro, 15-40. Navarro with set point. $15.40. All right, serve. There's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Swiatek serves. And it's no good. Navarro takes the first set. 7-5. 7-5. 7-5. Navarro. And she was the better player, like I said, in that set for sure. All right. Swiatek, a lot of double faults in that one. 7 double faults as well in that one for Swiatek. Tough. Tough set. All right. $11 winners and 17 errors by Swiatek. Navarro, 5 winners, 7 errors. But she just kept it clean. And just didn't allow Navarro to, didn't allow Swiatek to play well. I mean, she won 83% of first serve points as well, Navarro. So her serve was rock solid. She was up 3-love, she was up 4-2, and now she wins 7-5. So, again, Swiatek has a lot of work to do. First match, look, again, first match on grass against somebody that she's that's very difficult, right? Navarro's very tough. A lot of reasons why this scoreline would exist. All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome. We've got a bit of a doubleheader going on. We've got Swiatek up against Navarro. Navarro in the first set. And, of course, we've got the match with Venus and Eala teaming up. And I think we all can agree that it's probably the reason why Eala played at all at this tournament was because of this doubles match, not so much because of the singles match that she played against Mertens. I don't think she was here for singles. I think she was here for, much more likely here for doubles. So the commitment to play with one of the Williams sisters in a doubles match, I mean, what an opportunity for Eala. Venus also played singles here, almost got the win earlier in the tournament, but just lost in the end. But let's see how it goes. Let's see how this looks. And we've got a potential upset on the card here. We lost Andreeva today. If you watched earlier, we had Andreeva go down to Alexandrova, and now we've got Navarro beating Swiatek. I mean, it is not a good day to be a seed at Bad Homburg. Noskova lost as well, right? I mean, there's a lot of casualties. And Svitolina withdrew. So, yeah, a lot of casualties going on at this tournament. At the moment, Mukova and Osaka are the only 2 seeds left if Swiatek goes down. So, yeah, very, very awkward tournament, this one. Very tough tournament. And the worst preparations for Wimbledon, for both these ladies. Sorry, for all those seeds. Not these ladies. I mean, great for Navarro, obviously. Eala versus Venus. No, Eala teaming up with Venus. Not playing Venus. They're playing together. They're playing doubles. Together. All right, Swiatek's on the bathroom. And Swiatek and Eala's matches are on 2 different times. 2 different courts. Which I think is crazy, personally. I'm like, look, I get it. But, like, Venus and Eala should be center court. Like, I don't care if it's a doubles match. That deserves to be center court. Like, Venus may never come back here again. Why aren't you putting her on center court for doubles and singles? Like, it's crazy to me. Just tuned in. Swiatek down a set. Yeah. It's been a tough start. Navarro was controlling that set the entire time. 7-5 was generous for Swiatek. So, yeah. All right. But here we go. Let's see what happens in the second set. We're just waiting for Swiatek to come back. It is a very hot day as well, so there's going to be a lot of extended breaks. There's going to be breaks for water and breaks for all the hydration that the players need. Now, Venus and Eala are playing a team that weren't even supposed to be here, so they're playing an alternate team. So they should be the favorites to win. Svitolina had a hip issue, which is why she withdrew. Alex looks up to Venus. That's probably why she agreed to team up with her. I mean, this is the thing, right? Venus would have asked Eala if she wanted to play doubles. And Eala was obviously going to say yes. I mean, Venus Williams. I mean, there's not too many players that there's not that many players around that you wouldn't that you would be crazy to say no to. Serena and Venus are up there as two of the players that you would be insane to say no to in a doubles match. Unless you're number one in the world and you've just won the French Open, Siniakova, right? But, yeah, I mean, if Venus wants to play, if she's like, hey, do you want to play doubles? Eala would be crazy to say no, you know? So possibly, I mean, look, depending on what the result is, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for Eala to get to play with one of the legends of the game, right? All right, Swiatek back on court. Navarro serving first, 15 love. As a return goes in the net by Swiatek, 30 love. As Navarro backhand into the slice of Swiatek. Swiatek in the net. 40 love. As Navarro goes to serve, a fault. Second serve. As the return goes out by Swiatek, and it's 1 love Navarro. I'm sensing a new Grand Slam champion at Wimbledon for the men's side. If we got, and I've said this many times already last week and the week before, I think if I could somehow wield my magic and get a result, I would love Shelton or Fritz or Tiafoe or Paul to win Wimbledon. I think that would be, and if I had to pick one, I'd say Shelton. Because Paul and Tiafoe and Fritz, you know, even though they've been great for a while, I mean, Fritz maybe would be the most obvious one out of those guys that would, like, you know, that's come the closest to winning a slam before, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, he's made a final, right? But I don't know. I think, like, Shelton being younger, him getting a slam at this age when Sinner and Alcaraz are around and, like, he'll be around them a lot more throughout their careers, I think that'd just be awesome. One of those American guys getting Wimbledon. That would be my pick. If I could pick a champion on the men's side. I'm picking Sinner to win the whole thing. That's my prediction. But if I had my choice, I'd say it would be great for tennis if one of the Americans won. And preferably Shelton or Fritz. I think Shelton being younger makes more sense for the future of tennis. But Fritz, for his longevity, and he's been so good at Wimbledon, he's, you know, both of those guys at Wimbledon, one of those guys winning it, I feel like that would be great for the sport. And to have back-to-back new champions. And then Alcaraz comes back and we've got, you know, 4 guys in the top 10, 6 guys in the top 10 because Medvedev with slams, that's pretty cool. That's pretty good. To have more slam champions than just like Djokovic and Sinner and Alcaraz. Like now you got Zverev and Medvedev, and then to have another new one, would be great. Anyways, 15-all. That would be awesome, I think. 15-all. Shelton Fritz final would be cool, yeah. I'd take a Shelton Fritz semi-final. Winner plays whoever in the final, right? I mean, Djokovic, Sinner, Fritz Shelton, semi-finals. Winners play each other. I'd be happy with that. That'd be a fun lineup. As with a 4 a.m. from Swiatek, winner 30-15. Anyways, it all depends on the draw because none of this is possible until we get the draw. We can understand how these things might happen. All right, 30-15. All right, Eala and Venus are warming up. And then we are go. Oh, Penko takes on Sonmez tomorrow. Interesting. We might watch that. That might be just fun to watch. Like, tomorrow's quarterfinal day, right? All right. Anyways, backhand Navarro into the forehand Swiatek. That's a winner. Swiatek, too good. 40-15 to take the first game of her second set. By the way, Sinner is getting the job done against Norrie. We were going to watch that, but I didn't know that he was playing today until I'd already scheduled these streams. So, and look, at the end of the day, Sinner might get another match. We might watch him tomorrow or the next day. But these matches are more important. For now. I mean, Swiatek match is probably the most important out of the bunch. Hopefully we'll get Sinner again, though. Hopefully he'll play 2 matches at that event so we can watch him over the weekend. But unfortunately, they just screwed up the scheduling and put everything at the same time. All right, nice shot from Swiatek, and it's 1-0 in the second. All right, here we go. They're warming up. Venus and Eala. And Harrison and Osborne. Now, I've got to be honest. As an Australian, never heard of Osborne before. Alexandra Osborne, never heard of her. They are alternates, so alternate doubles players. I'm not sure how their ranking is, where their ranking is, but yeah, they came in as a replacement. They are going to take on... the winner of this is going to take on the number 2 seeds. Nichols and Mia Lakova, who I think Eala's played before, maybe. But yeah, Osborne, Australian tennis player, 31 years old. Again, unfamiliar with her game. She's been 200 in the world in doubles, 600 in the world in singles. Went to college in Arizona, left-handed. But yeah, hasn't played... She's played a lot of the lower ranked tournaments, ITF events. She's sort of an ITF level player in her career mostly. So it's probably one of her best results, or one of the biggest call ups in a tour, because she's never played a Grand Slam match before, not even in doubles, as far as I can see. So yeah, so this is probably one of the biggest matches of her career. And then Catherine Harrison has a lot more experience. She's played a lot of doubles at slams, or a few more doubles at slams than her partner. 69 in the world in doubles and 214 in singles. Has won a WTA title in doubles as well, so she's the least experienced player on the court would be Osborne, the Aussie. Then I'm not going to say it because that's just too obvious. All right, 30-15. But I'm sure somebody's going to say it. 30-15. And I'm sure she's heard that before. As we return, winner from... No. Swiatek missed it. 40-15. As with a slice from Navarro to the forehand, Swiatek. Navarro forehand. As with a forehand slice again from Navarro. Swiatek with a forehand inside out. Win up. 40-30. Do you think Serena will have a deep run at Wimbledon? What do you think my answer is to that? I feel like I give the same answer every time somebody asks me a lot of questions. Like, I feel like there's a lot of I give the same answer. Chat, what's going to be my answer to? Do you think Serena can have a deep run? What's my answer going to be? I've said it already a million times this week, but what do you think's my answer? I'll take that as a no. No, that's not what I said. What is my answer going to be, chat? The answer is not going to be no. 15 love. Venus serving first. Wait for the draw to come out. Exactly. She plays Sabalenka, probably not going to have a deep run. She plays a qualifier or a wild card and then avoids some players, maybe. Like, it's impossible to know, you know? It's impossible to know where until the draw comes out. But that's the same as Swiatek, the same as Sabalenka, same as Eala, same as Venus, same as anyone who's playing on the women's side. It's impossible to know because the draw has to come out. On the men's side, it's a little bit more straightforward. Except for Djokovic, because if he goes with Sinner in the quarters, that's going to be awkward. But it depends on the draw. Like, Serena might have to play Sabalenka, and that's a shit draw. So, yeah. But she could make the fourth round if she doesn't have to play some players, right? But it's impossible to know until Friday. All right, Venus, good serve, 30-15. No more questions about the women's Wimbledon until Friday. Unless you're asking me who's playing and who's not. That's it. I'm not answering any more prediction questions until Friday. When Friday happens, you can ask me all the prediction questions you want. Because I'll have better answers. Right now, my answer is 40-15. Save them all for Friday when we watch the draw. All right, 40-15. Eala and Venus. As Venus serves. It's a let. My bad. All right, Swiatek with a good serve. 15 love. All right, nice serving from Venus. And it's 1 love Eala Venus. And the return goes to Swiatek. And now from Navarro goes long, and it's 30 love. All right, 30 love. All right, serve is an ace by Swiatek. All right, 40 love. It's her first ace Swiatek. Jeez. She hit so many double faults. But there's her first ace. 40 love. All right, nice serve from Harrison. She gets a 15 love. And Swiatek holds 2-2. All right, serve from Harrison. Here's a fault, second serve. Serve again. Into the backhand of Venus. Return goes in. Harrison puts up a lob. And Eala with a smash. Osborne gets it back. Corner from Venus. Osborne with a slice in the net. 15-0. Nice hustle from Venus. Serena's too old. Okay. All right, 2-2. That goes the net by Navarro. Love 15. The serve now the front of Eala, and Eala hits the return. Winner. Osborne wasn't ready. 15-30. Eala is starting to become a pretty competent doubles player. She's played some decent matches with. She's played with a lot of different partners, but she's also played against some of the top players in the world in doubles before. So she knows her way around a doubles court. I love 30, Swiatek. Chance to get the break here in the second. By the way, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We're trying to get to 30. We're almost at 305k. We're only 60 away, so don't forget to sub if you haven't already. We're covering so much tennis over the next couple of weeks with Wimbledon coming up. All right, 15-30. And 15-30 on both courts as that goes out by Eala, and it's 30-0. Who's the number one seeds in this doubles? I don't know. But I can tell you. Number one seeds are Rutliff and Martinez, who actually teamed up and played against Serena and Mboko the other week. So we've watched them already this week, or this month. Number three seeds are Scherz and Perez, who are a very dangerous team as well. The winner of this will take on Nichols and Mielikova, who we have watched. We definitely watched them before. I can't remember when, but we did. All right, 30-40, breakpoint for Eala and Venus, and also breakpoints for Swiatek. As Navarro serves the forehand Swiatek return. As we get a backhand now, Navarro up the line's a winner. Too good, 30-40, one saved. Break point for Eala and Venus as we serve now. And then the forehand in the net by Harrison. And it's a break to Eala and Venus. I'll tell you, when you see Venus standing next to Eala's not a short player. She's sort of like the average height, I guess. Right? 5'9". I think that's sort of a WTA average. Swiatek does get the break, 3-2. But Venus is just a giant. I mean, she's like 6'1". She's one of the tallest players in the WTA. She's making Eala look like Palini. All right, 2-love. Eala serves. A fault. Second serve. All right. Swiatek has the break. Love 15. As that goes in from Osborne. Nice. Sorry, it goes out by Osborne, did it? Oh, it missed. All right, 15-0. As the backhand from Osborne goes out. And it's 30-15. 30-15. 5'9" in the Philippines is above average. Well, yeah, I'm talking about. Okay. I'm talking more about the tennis average, but yeah, I see what you mean. GG's. All right. 30, what is it? 30-15. Back in return from Harrison to the forehand of Eala. Harrison backing up the lines, a winner. Venus crossed too early. It's 30-0. 30-0. As Eala serves into the backhand of Osborne, but no good. 40-30. Sinner wins 3-3. Hopefully he plays another match so we can watch it. Covering 2 games at the same time. You're a busy man, Cam. How do you focus? Practice. And also just talent, skill, gift. I don't know. 15 love. As Swiatek serves the backhand of Navarro. Return is out. 30 love Swiatek. As that goes to the net from Venus. We got a sudden death point here. Chance for Osborne Harrison to get back on serve. But also a chance for a 3-love lead. So, sudden death. Eala serving to Harrison. All right. Eala serves. Out wide the back of Harrison. Volley from Venus is good. And Osborne in the net with a volley. All right. 3-love. Eala Venus lead. All right. 30 love for Swiatek. Cam, do you like Ariana Grande's new song? I haven't heard it. She's great. 40 love. Chat, do you know that I've seen Ariana Grande in person? When I was in New York, there was a free concert in Central Park. It was called like the Summer Series. And I got free tickets. And I went and saw her. She was right there. I saw her right there. At Central Park. She was on stage and I was the back of the hanging out with my friend. It's been like, hey, free tickets. All right. There's some like Good Morning TV show thing. But it was free. 4-2. As Navarro serves into the forehand, Swiatek return the backhand of Navarro. Swiatek forehand again to the backhand of Navarro. Swiatek with another forehand into the Navarro forehand, but Swiatek overhit it. And it's 15 love. 15 love. 3 love for Eala and Venus. As with a backhand rally. And then slice the net by Navarro, 15-0. All right. 30-15. Navarro trying to keep things close. And also 30 love here for Osborne on her serve. And she serves a fault second serve. As great serve there. Great return there from Eala. 30-15. All right, Osborne serves again. All right, as Venus hits the backhand into the forehand of Osborne, and Osborne overhits it, 30-all. Chance for a double break here. And Swiatek's also got a chance for a double break. She hits a great return, and then that goes to the net by Navarro. Swiatek has a 5-2 lead in the second. And she will serve to take us to a third. The return goes in the forehand of Eala. Eala overhits the approach, and we get to do sudden death. All right. Osborne to serve to Venus. Serves a fault, second serve. Second serve. Double fault. All right. Eala and Venus have got a double break for love to start this match. Now, I think the winners of this play tomorrow. So we're going to be back tomorrow to watch the winner of, we'll be back to watch Eala and Venus if they play again, if they do win. They'll be playing against number 2 seeds tomorrow. I'm guessing on center court, or maybe they're going to put all the quarterfinals on center court. Actually, no. You know what? If the tournament's smart and, if they're watching, take my idea and run with it, and you're welcome. Svitolina's not playing, so they've got one less quarterfinal. You put Eala and Venus on center court. Done. You go singles, doubles. Done. Because you got an extra spot. You don't have to put Svitolina on, so you put Eala versus and Venus on. If they win, you're welcome. I just did your job for you. 5-2 Swiatek. So you put Osaka on against Alexandra. You put Swiatek or Navarro on against Ruse. You put whoever else is playing, and then you put Venus and Eala doubles. And if you don't do that, you're crazy. 15-love Venus serves. A double fault. Yep, 15-all. Also 15-love Swiatek trying to take the second. Good serve, 30-love. All right, is Osborne trying to return to Venus? Double fault by Venus. 15-30. 30-love Swiatek. She serves into the backhand of Navarro. Return goes for Swiatek. Navarro backhand cross court. Swiatek hits it in the net. And it's 30-15. All right, Venus. 15-30. Serves another fault. Second serve. She serves a second serve ace. All right, 40-15. Swiatek 2 set points. It takes to a third. 40-15. And 30-all here, Venus on serve. As we find to the backhand of Osborne. Forehand from Venus as Osborne again goes to the forehand of Venus. Osborne with the backhand again. Venus with a pass. Volley from Harrison, too good. 30-40. And Swiatek does hold with a good serve. And she takes the second. We're going 3. We are going 3, chat. All right. Break point for Harrison and Osborne. As with a serve now, the backhand of Harrison, or forehand of Harrison goes into the front of Venus. Harrison backhand up the line. Venus gets it back with a forehand. Cross court in the net, though. There's a break. 4-1. Still a break, though, for Eala and Venus. A couple of double faults for Venus in that game. That wasn't great. By the way, great set by Swiatek. 11 winners, 4 errors. Much, much better. 3 winners, 4 errors from Navarro. Didn't face a break point, Swiatek, and won 100% of her first serve points in that second set, Swiatek. Much better from Iga. That's what we expect. Or at least that's what we hope for. Much better second set by Swiatek. And we're going 3. Let's see if Swiatek can keep it going. By the way, don't forget to sub if you haven't already. Where are we watching from? I haven't asked that yet. Where are we watching from? Let me know in the chat where you're watching from. Svitolina withdrew. Hip injury. Where are we watching from? We got Rome, Philippines. Philippines. Saudi Arabia. Italy, Dubai, Manila, North Carolina, Italy, London, Chicago, Singapore, Malaysia, Russia, Philippines, Hong Kong, Philippines, Canada, Zambia, Manchester, India, Florida, Sri Lanka, New Jersey, Poland, Syracuse, Melbourne, Warsaw, Munich, Qatar, South Korea, Oman. Here we go. Navarro serving first in the final set. Who's winning this final set? Can Swiatek get it done? I think Swiatek will get it done. 15 love Harrison Osborne. They just got their first game. There's Osborne with a smash. Eventually puts it away. 30 love. We've got Thailand in the house, Macau, Dubai, North America, Minnesota, Toronto. All right. 30 love. As a return from Eala goes in the volley of Harrison. $30 love for Navarro, by the way. Vienna in the house, Mongolia. $40 love Harrison and Osborne to hold serve. Serve in the back of Venus. Venus in the net. All right. 4-2. Eala and Venus. All right. Eala to serve again. Also, don't forget to like the video as well if you haven't already. All right. Lovely hitting by Swiatek. Oh, and a great passing shot by Eala. Harrison was charging the net, and Eala's like, no. I'm gonna pass you on this one. All right. 15 love. As Eala serves again. Into the back and Harrison. Return goes out. 30 love. Uh, 30 love as Eala serves again. Uh, 40 love. Navarro holds first game of the final set. 1 love. All right, 40-15. Eala trying to keep this break. All right, and they do hold 5-3, 5-2. To Eala and Venus. I saw Obsession yesterday. That was absolutely terrifying. I want to see that again. Swiatek, by the way, slipped after oh, that was the same as on Boko. That same slip. She's all right though. That was very similar. Her knee just went out and her leg slipped, but she's all right. She lost the point though. Love 15. All right, love 15. All right. Love 30. Swiatek in trouble. Swiatek slipped, but she's all right. She got back up, but it was one of those ones where you let the knee kind of kicks out, which can be super sketchy. As that goes out from Navarro, 15-30. Yeah, Wong's into the semis. Svitolina had to withdraw. All right. As Osborne serves to stay in the set. 15 love. There's a bit of forehand now from Swiatek in the forehand of Navarro. Swiatek up the line to the slice of Navarro. Swiatek, forehand cross-court winner. And it's 30-all. Nice hitting from Osborne. And it's 30 love. 30-all, big point coming up. As that goes out by Swiatek. And we got a break point for Navarro, 30-40. Navarro with a break point to start this final set. As a return, goes in the forehand, Swiatek. Navarro with a slice. Into the back of Swiatek. Swiatek gets a wide. Navarro breaks. 2 love, Navarro. in the final set. So it's going to be Venus to serve for the first set in the doubles here. All right. Break for Navarro. It's Venus 15-love. Last service game, Venus served a bunch of double faults, which really hurt her chances of, or really caused her to get broken. All right, 30-love. As Venus with a great serve, 40-love. Eala and Venus with set points to take the first set. Serve out was an ace, and that's how you take the first set. 6-3. Eala Venus, get it done. First set in the bag. As good as that. All right. First set in the bag for the superstar pair. 15 all year. Navarro's trying to consolidate the break. This is not the first set, which was up 3-love Navarro. She got to 3-love in the first set. By the way, chat, we're so close. 36 subs away from 305. We just hit 300K like a couple of weeks ago. What is going on? All right, 30-15. Do you think Swiatek will ever learn to use the Murray and the Alcaraz? What do you mean? 30-15. Does Eala still have patches on her arm cam? She still has the shoulder strapping. I haven't noticed on the elbow, though. I haven't checked. I'll wait and see. The shoulder, yes. I'm not sure about the elbow, though. Backhand return from Swiatek in the slice of Navarro. Navarro off the tape. Swiatek comes down with a slice. Navarro with a forehand in the net. 30 all. 30 all. No, 30 all. Navarro serves again. As the return goes in? No. Goes long. 40-30. 40-30. Navarro to go to 3-love final set. As Navarro hits it in the net, we get the deuce. Just had a 6.0 earthquake in Northern California. Victoria, stay safe. And anybody else in the area. All right, Harrison's going to serve first. In the third, she serves an ace. All right, nice start. And it's 15-love. All right, Navarro forehand. Goes long. It's an advantage for Swiatek to get back on serve. Advantage Swiatek. As Navarro says a fault second serve. Another ace by Harrison. 30-love. Serve to the corner. Swiatek return goes wide. Back to deuce. Oh, bad return by Swiatek. Off the frame. She's laughing at it. She does a Rafa like laughing hands on hips. She Been learning that from Roy. Good serving again from Harrison. 40 love. Navarro, back to deuce. Did I end up watching movies? I did. I watched Evil Dead Remake from 2013. I watched a movie called Kill Switch, which was really annoying, which was really shit. I didn't like it. It wasn't. You know what? It was. I respect it for being experimental, but it was very much like a video game cutscene for 2 hours. And then I watched Delicatessen, which was like a French. Makes me sound fancy. A French 1990s French movie, post-apocalyptic France. It was good. It was kind of funny as well. It was like a dark comedy, kind of like funny, but like about like a butcher, but it was funny. Anyway, Swiatek with the backhand from Navarro. Swiatek with the forehand to the slice. Navarro into the backhand of Swiatek. Navarro slices it back and it hits the tape. Goes over. Back to deuce. But yeah, Kill Switch was not a good movie. It was boring. It was just like, I was just like, oh, this movie's taking forever. Delicatessen is a weird one. Yeah, it's a good one. Interesting movie. All right, Venus with an ace. 30 love. I can't tell if Eala's got the elbow taped as well. I think she might. No, she doesn't. I don't think she does. She definitely has the shoulder tape, though. Has anybody else watched Harry Potter? No, nobody has ever seen Harry Potter in their life. That is such a niche movie. Nobody's ever... Harry Potter. No, what is? I don't even know what that is. Am I saying it correctly? Harry Potter? Never heard of it. What are you talking about? Some like niche movie that is that like a home movie? Like, what is that? Is this some like shit like AI movie that no one's heard of? Some AI slop? Harry Potter. Never heard of it. Anyways, advantage Navarro. The hell's Harry Potter? No idea. No idea. Yeah, Harry Potty? Is that Harold Potty? I'd never heard of it. And it was advantage Navarro. As Swiatek hits the winner, we're back to deuce. No idea what that person's talking about. So you're one of those actors that don't watch their own movies. Yes, I've never seen Ocean's 11. Or Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I've never seen those movies. Or F1. Or Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Never seen it. Never seen them. I don't watch my own movie. I've never seen those movies. Anyways, 40-30. Never watched them. Or Bullet Train. Or whatever it's called. I don't even know the movie's called. 40-30. As that goes out by Harrison, and it is 1-1 in the second. All right. Deuce. Swiatek wants that break back. Or Fight Club. Yeah, never seen Fight Club. No idea. All right, Deuce. As Navarro serves again. Serve to the backhand of Swiatek. Forward from Navarro. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Swiatek hits the winner, or did Navarro hit it long? Either way, Swiatek won the point. Advantage Swiatek to get back on serve. All right. Serve. Down the tees, a fault. Second serve. It's about a guy making pots. Oh, is that what Harry Potter is about? Oh, makes sense. It's in the name. Anyways, 4-game winner from Navarro back to deuce. That makes so much sense. So Harry is a potter. Like okay. That makes sense. Is he like a shit one? Is that why it's movie's based on his like success story, or what? Is it based on him being like a successful like pottery guy, or what's up? Never heard of it. Have I seen Fury? No. I've heard that's a good movie. Inglourious Bastards as well. I heard that's good. I've never seen it. All right. Advantage Navarro. I thought he was smoking. Okay, that's not. I think it's based on that. All right, advantage. Navarro. Is it a backhand rally? Swiatek up the line, goes wide. Navarro 3-love. She keeps the break. Final set. All right, 40-15 as Osborne and Harrison try to stay in front in the second. Doubles can change real quick. If Harrison and Osborne win this second set, we go to a shootout. I mean, you can never get comfortable in doubles. Maybe if you go up a set and a break, maybe. But even then, it is not easy to... It's so easy to lose the lead in doubles. All right. 2-1. Harrison and Osborne. By the way, chap, I want you to give me a movie that you've watched lately that you really liked. I'll go first. Obsession. I think that's a great movie. Because I love... This is what I love about this community, is that we can talk about movies for a second, and then you'll say something that maybe triggers someone's memory and go, oh, I love that movie. I haven't seen that in ages. And they'll go watch it and have a really good night. So it's helpful for everybody. Heated Rivalry. I think I'll pass on that one, but that's great for you. I mean, I'm glad I haven't seen it. What's a movie that you've seen lately? It can be an older movie. You like rewatched a movie. Like, I rewatched Toy Story 2. It was great. Mortal Kombat 2. Okay. Doesn't have to be a new movie. Toy Story 5. Did you see that, or are you just saying that? Airplane. Okay. Project Hail Mary. That was a great movie too. That was a great movie. There's some really good movies out this year. National Treasure 1 and 2, nice. Manchester by the Sea. Isn't that really, really dark? Isn't that like a hectic movie? Isn't that super sad? Isn't it sad? Is it sad, or is it just like really grim? Ordinary People, okay. Sideways? No. Alien, great movie. All right, 3-love Navarro, final set. Send Help by Rachel McAdams. I haven't seen that, but I wanted to go see it, but I just never could. Death Becomes Her, okay. Legally Blonde, Titanic, Payback. American Beauty is your all-time favorite movie? Cool. Romeo and Juliet, 1968. Okay. 2001. All right. 15-love, Eala and Venus. As Eala serves again. Into the backhand of Harrison. Eala backhand goes in the net. 15-0. Braveheart or Walk to Remember. Vanilla Sky. Death Becomes Her is a trip. I haven't seen that. I guess I'll put it on my list. Princess Bride. Mandalorian was cute. American Psycho. Imitation Game. Wedding Crashes. 15 Oz at a 4 now to the back of Eala. Volley from Harrison is good. Too good. 15-30. Little chance here for Harrison and Osborne to get a break point. Weekend at Bernie's 2. I've seen the first one. Was the second one good? The Life of Chuck. Okay. 15:30. Serve to the forehand of Harrison. Forehand now from Harrison goes long. 30-0. All right, 15:30. Swiatek in big trouble here. There's Navarro slice return, but no. Swiatek hit a let. Now serve again. Into the back end of Navarro return. No good. 30-0. All right. 30-0. Also 40-30. Eala serves again. Serve to the backhand of Harrison. Return goes wide, and it's 2-all in the second. All right, Swiatek. 40-30. She serves an ace out wide. All right, Swiatek holds. She is on the board in the final set. 3-1 for Navarro. Have I seen Nightcrawler? Yeah. That's a great movie. That's on my list of trying to... I can't find it anywhere. That's on my list. Nightcrawler is a great movie. All right, 3-1 Navarro. Audio's delayed. All right, relax, pal. Everyone's fine. You'll cope. 15 love. Harrison serves, and Venus hits it out in the return. 30 love. Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind. That movie's depressing. That movie's sad. That's like the Fault in Our Stars. What is it called? The Fault in Our Stars. That movie's sad as well. Have I seen Saltburn? I have. All right, 30 love. As Harrison and Osborne go to 40 love. Try and stay in front here. All right, 30 love here for Navarro. Swiatek can't get things back. Requiem for a Dream. That's on my list. Apparently that movie is really crazy and I need to watch it. But I haven't found it anywhere. No, I can't do a tongue twister because I don't want to. 40 love, Harrison Osborne. As Osborne volley in the net. Nice return for Venus. And that's 40-15. My favorite movie genre is probably horror and sci-fi. Sci-fi horror. Horror sci-fi. Like together or separate. As with a 4 now from Navarro. That's great shot. Swiatek slices it wide. Navarro 4-1 final set. She is doing very well. All right, 40-15. Harrison serving to Eala. Serve is a double fault. 40-30. Marvel movies? Yeah, I like Marvel movies. But I like the Guardians movies and like Thor Ragnarok and the Avengers movies, the ones like Infinity War and Endgame, right? So again, that's kind of like sci-fi-ish. Cam is a liar. His favorite is romantic comedy. Oh, you got me. No shame in liking romantic comedy. What's wrong with that? 40-30. As with a forehand from Harrison, and then the volley from Osborne. Too good. All right, 3-2, Harrison Osborne. Choose get out or scream. Get out. Get out was... Scream's fine. Like, I've watched Scream a few times. That's fine, but get out is like... something that's a little bit more like Get Out is like Scream's fine. Like you can watch Scream, right? It's not like horror-y. Get Out is like creepy, and I like creepy. Creepy horror that's fun. Cam binge watches The Notebook. Oh, zinger! You got me. Oh, got me. Have I seen Severance? I've seen season 1. Yeah. Totally agree with Get Out. Yeah, Get Out's one of the greatest horror movies of recent times. I have to rewatch it. That part when he's sitting in the chair, that's I gotta rewatch it. I think I found it at the thrift store a couple of weeks back, and I've got it in my collection. I just gotta go. I'm gonna watch it after this. I'm gonna rewatch it after this. 4-1, Swiatek in big trouble in the final set. It's only one break though. Navarro with the break. Scream's more of a comedy. Yeah, it's been parodied a lot, so it kind of feels like rewatching it, you're like, it's been like made fun of to death, whereas Get Out is too scary to make fun of. 7? Yeah, 7's a great movie too. Law Abiding Citizen's a great movie. I love that movie as well. Severance, the film. Oh, I thought you were talking about the TV show. Anyways, 30 Love Swiatek. Trainspotting, have you watched? Yeah. Trainspotting's good. All right. 30 Love Swiatek to keep things going. Venus trying to level here. She hits a great serve. 30 Love. Goodfellas is peak. Goodfellas is peak. Definitely in my top 5 favorite. 7's great too. I mean, 7, I have to rewatch that. I haven't seen that for a while. 7's a great movie too. Super creepy. 40 Love Swiatek. I mean, I haven't seen 7. I heard it's great though. All right, we're moving on. 4-2. Swiatek holds. As Venus holds as well. 3-0. In the second. Back to Harrison Osborne. All right, 4-2 for Navarro. She's got the break final set. Let's see if Swiatek can break back. As it backhand from Navarro into the backhand of Swiatek. Navarro backhand again, the back of Swiatek. Navarro, another backhand up the line in the net. Love 15. Scarface classic. Oh yeah. I have to watch The Godfather 1 and 2, and I have to watch the trilogy because I know I haven't seen it. All right. I have seen parts of The Godfather. The first one. Have I watched Case 39? No, but I have that. It's on my watch list. On my DVD list. As Venus hits a volley. Great drop volley, Venus. 15-0. Sleepers. Dark movie. Yeah, I've got that on my list as well. I've got a lot of the movies people are saying in the chat on my list. Have anybody watched Candy? I've also got that on my list. You were definitely missing out. Watch 7, please. Okay, you weren't here earlier. I've seen 7. You weren't here for the joke before. Sopranos is peak. Greatest TV show ever made. 15-0 on both courts. As Navarro, 15-30. She's in a little trouble here. As we had a great volley from Harrison. Eala tries to get it back, but missed it. 30-15. All right, 15-30 as Navarro gets a 30-all, trying to just keep that break. Remember last time they played, she bageled Swiatek in the third set. Watch Tar, one of the best roles of Kate Blanchett, okay? All right, ace from Navarro, 40-30. Double fault from Harrison as well. 30-all chance for Eala and Venus to get the break here in the second. All right, 40-30. Navarro to go to 5-2 final set. What about Mulholland Drive? I haven't watched it, but I have that on my list. It's hard to find David Lynch movies. Is that backhand up the line? Winner by Navarro, and it's 5-2. Navarro with the break in the final set. I've got Elephant Man, I've got Twin Peaks, and I've got Mulholland Drive all ready to watch. All right, Eala with a lovely backhand volley. Backhand out from Osborne. Eala with a volley again. Osborne pass. Eala volleys. Harrison lob. Eala's going to get there with a backhand lob. It goes in. Osborne hits it long. And Eala and Venus have got a break point. 30-40. Great hustle from Eala. 30-40. Break point. Break point for the Dream Team. Serve. Into the front of Venus. Venus in the net. Ooh, Osborne clutch. Have I seen Final Destination? Come on. Of course I have. All right. Deuce, sudden death. Big point. Big point. Osborne serving to Venus. This is a break point, sudden death point. Serve. Into the front of Venus. Good return to the volley of Harrison. And then Eala with a forehand winner. There's the break. I'll tell you, Eala's kind of carrying. Like, she's kind of carrying in this match. All right, 4-3. Venus and Eala. Serving with the break now. Setting a break. Remember, they're going to play the number 2 seeds tomorrow. If they can close the win. All right, Swiatek serving to stay in the match. Tell you, chat, it has been a crazy grass season on the women's side. We have had so many upsets. No, I don't think any player... Have any of the top 10 players not lost? Like Raducanu has been upset by Bolter. Sabalenka was upset by Pegula. Andreeva got upset earlier today. Noskova got upset today, yesterday, right? Even she's the newest top 10 player. Mukova last week as a top 10 player lost. We had, unfortunately, Mboko getting injured. Coco had an upset last week. Who else has lost? Pegula got upset in the final against Noskova. That was it was probably a 50-50, but still. I think it was more leaning towards Pegula as a favorite. Svitolina got upset by Eala and also Raducanu as well, right? As that goes out by Navarro and it's 30-love. Who else? Svitolina, yep. The whole top 10 have lost matches. Pegula and Noskova are the only two that have had any sort of form and any sort of confidence. I mean, everybody else is losing first match, second match. It's going to be a wild Wimbledon. All right, 40-love. Unless Swiatek comes back here and can try and survive. 40-love. Swiatek to keep the match alive. Serve out wide the backhand of Navarro. Backing up the line from Swiatek to the slice of Navarro. Navarro on the net. All right, 5-3. 5-3. Navarro's going to serve the match. All right, 15-love. As we get a volley from Venus. Good pickup by Osborne. And then Eala, forehand goes wide. 15-all. Top 10 chaos, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the last couple of days we've lost a lot of the top contenders. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Who's going to be the favorite for Wimbledon? By the way, chat, we're 15 away from 305. 305K. Come on, we can get there today. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do, because we've got so much Wimbledon coming up. We've got so much tennis coming up over the next couple of weeks. It is going to be crazy. As we're to find out from Navarro up the line to the backhand slash Swiatek. Navarro backhand. Again to the slice to Swiatek. Navarro backhand again. Up the line. Swiatek gets back with a forehand. Navarro. A forehand again. The back of Swiatek on the stretch. Navarro. Forehand up the line again. And Swiatek went the wrong way. And it's 15-love. Nice play by Navarro. Just wrong foots Swiatek. All right, 15-30 here. Eala in a little trouble on serve. Looks like Fritz withdrew from Eastbourne. Yeah, no surprise. I was a little optimistic that he would play, because I thought, he's been, he's made a couple of finals though, so I mean, he doesn't need any form, does he? He's been playing really well. All right, 15-40. Harrison Osborne, a chance to get back on serve. As Navarro, 30-love as she comes in with a forehand. Swiatek with the backhand up the line. Too good. 30-15. Swiatek survives for now. As we return now from Osborne. And then, Venus volleys it wide. We're back on serve. 4-4. Venus' reaction was a little bit late. And she hits it wide. We're back on serve. 4-4. All right, 30-15. Navarro serves again. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Serve to the forehand. Swiatek return is wide. And Navarro's got match points. 40-15. And Swiatek is about to join the list of casualties. We've had that many upsets in the last 2 weeks. In the last 2 weeks on grass, the entire top 10 have lost. That is crazy to think about. Actually, we'll say 3 weeks, because Mboka lost in the first week of the grass. We've had the entire top 10 lose on grass in the last 3 weeks. As Navarro serves an ace, and there it is. Navarro beats Swiatek for the second time in a row in 3 sets this time. And now, nobody goes to Wimbledon with any confidence, unless they're like outside the top seeds. Like maybe a top 20, like an outside the top 20 might have some confidence, right? If you're Vekic, Noskova probably has confidence, because she did lose yesterday, but she didn't look bothered. Navarro has been playing really well lately. So she's going to be super, super scary for everybody involved. And she's played really well the last, 2 months? And she knocks out Swiatek. I mean, we are in for a wild Wimbledon if this is what we're going to get. If the grass court previews or pre-match practice matches, I guess we can call some of them. If that's what we're going to get at Wimbledon, Wimbledon's going to be wild. If you are leaving, don't forget to sub on the way out. Navarro wins. Yep. I'll say 30-15. Harrison Osborne. Man, what a win for Navarro. I mean, her ranking must be going up as well, right? Navarro is currently ranked. She's 25 in the world, but she has an opportunity to climb back towards the top 20. 30-15 Harrison. And Swiatek has lost a lot of points to Raducanu at number 2. And obviously Wimbledon's going to be worth a lot, as Eala with a great lunging volley, and it's 30-all. Nice hands from Eala. 30-all. Big point. 30-all. 30-all as Harrison serves. A let. 30 all. Serving to the backhand of Eala. Return the forehand of Harrison. It's a drop shot. Eala's going to get there with a slice. Oh, with the backhand. The volley from Venus is good. Straight to Osborne. Osborne hits it out. Got a break point for Venus and Eala. 30-40. 30-40. Serving to the back, into the forehand of Venus. Backing it from Harrison up the line's a winner. Clutch. Goes straight past Eala. All right, deuce. Sudden death. Sudden death. All right, big point here, especially for Harrison Osborne, because if it's a break, Venus is going to serve the match. If they can hold and take the set, we go to a 10-point shootout, which is anybody's game. This point might decide the match. Serve. Into the forehand of Venus. Return. Goes in. Up goes a lob by Harrison. Venus with the forehand again. A volley from Osborne goes long. There's the break. And Venus is going to serve to send Eala and Venus into the second round. Man, Venus is just crushing those shots. All right. If you want to keep watching the rest of this doubles, we're going to merge the streams to make it easier for me to do stuff. But jump on over here. And another one bites the dust, chat. Another top 10 player losing on grass. Nobody on going into Wimbledon is going to feel confident. Well, not many anyway. And yeah, Swiatek. She is the latest of casualties. She is out of Bad Homburg. Finals of last year. She loses to Navarro in 3 sets.